Have you ever wondered how something as simple as missing just 1 hour of sleep could quietly reshape your health? Imagine this. Each night, you tell yourself, I'll stay up just a little longer. It feels harmless. But beneath the surface, your memory weakens, your heart works harder, and even your sense of balance begins to fade. It's like taking one brick out of a wall every night. You don't notice the damage right away. But over time, the structure becomes fragile. And here's the truth. Once you're past 70, your body isn't just tired when you lose sleep. It's silently pleading for deep, healing rest. Ignore that plea, and the cost adds up. Constant fatigue, mental fog, unexpected falls at night, and even faster aging. In today's video, I'm going to share the exact number of sleep hours seniors truly need, and 5 simple ways to help you sleep better starting tonight. These gentle habits will protect your brain, strengthen your heart, and help you wake up feeling like yourself again, steady, clear, and strong. So don't wait until the damage has been done. Let's make these changes now, before poor sleep quietly steals your energy and independence. Before we dive in, I'd love to know, where in the world are you watching from, and what time is it for you right now? If you believe it's never too late to feel better, type the word HOPE in the comments. And if you enjoy these tips, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss more simple health advice made just for you. Now, let's uncover the sleep mistake most people over 70 don't even realize they're making. You don't need as much sleep when you get older. You've probably heard that line before. Maybe you've even said it yourself. But here's the surprising part. It's not entirely true. In fact, believing it might be making you more tired. Research from the CDC and the National Institute on Aging shows that after age 65, your body still needs about 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. This isn't just a random guideline. It's based on years of scientific evidence about how the aging body repairs itself. Of course, there's no one-size-fits-all number. Some people feel perfectly fine with 6 hours, while others need closer to 9 to feel truly rested, especially if their sleep is light or often interrupted. That's why sleep quality matters just as much as sleep quantity. Think of sleep like fuel for your body. You wouldn't expect a car to run smoothly all day on half a tank of gas, right? It's the same with your brain and body running on less sleep means running on less repair. A real-life example: I once spoke with Mr. Harold, a retired school principal from Iowa. He thought he was doing fine with just 6 hours of sleep a night. But gradually, he began feeling dizzy in the mornings. He started forgetting small things, names, appointments, where he left his keys. He even tripped on his own front steps one afternoon. He blamed it all on just getting older. But when he visited his doctor, the real reason became clear. His sleep wasn't deep enough to restore his body. Harold was waking up 6 or 7 times every night, moments he didn't even remember. But his body certainly did, his doctor explained. It's simply, poor sleep can sneak up on you. It raises your blood pressure, dulls your memory, and can even throw off your balance. If lately you've been feeling slower, foggier, or more tired than usual, don't brush it off as just aging. Your sleep might be trying to tell you something. What can you do about it? The first step is to stop comparing your sleep to someone else's. Maybe your neighbor swears she sleeps only 5 hours and feels great, but that doesn't mean it's right for you. Instead, pay attention to how you feel in the morning. Do you wake up refreshed, or does it feel like you've run a marathon in your dreams? Here are a few simple habits that can help. Keep a steady bedtime, even on weekends. Your body loves rhythm, and going to bed and waking up at the same time every day trains your brain to rest more deeply. If you wake up in the night, don't fight it. Get up, stretch, read something peaceful, or listen to soft music. Then return to bed when you feel sleepy again. These shifts might seem small, but over time, they can protect your brain, strengthen your heart, and even help you maintain your independence. So, if you've been sleeping enough hours but still wake up tired, maybe it's not about more sleep. Maybe it's about better sleep. Because here's the truth. The quality of your rest today determines how strong and vibrant you'll feel tomorrow. And with the right kind of sleep, you may find more energy, sharper focus, and even more joy in the little things. Your morning coffee, a walk in the sunshine, or laughing with your grandkids. Coming up next, we'll talk about why your sleep changes after 70, and what your body is really doing during those restless nights. The third thing you need to know is this. Changes in sleep after 70 don't mean something's wrong with you, but they do mean your body is trying to communicate. Many seniors find themselves drifting off earlier in the evening and waking before sunrise. That's not laziness, and it's not bad habits. It's biology. Your internal clock, what doctors call your circadian rhythm, naturally shifts. With age, you might feel sleepy by 8:30 p.m. and be wide awake at 4 a.m. Even if you do get enough hours, it can still feel like you're not truly resting. Another true story: take Richard from North Carolina. At 76, he's sharp, active, and quick. But he came to his doctor frustrated. I go to bed by 9 o'clock, but I wake up every 2 hours. It's driving me crazy. At first, Richard assumed it was just part of aging. But after some tests and a closer look at his habits, his doctor discovered something else. Richard had mild sleep apnea, a condition where breathing briefly stops during the night. It's not always dramatic, and many people don't even realize they have it. But each time it happened, Richard's body would wake, just enough to disrupt deep sleep. So while he was in bed for 8 hours, he was only getting about 4 hours of true, restorative rest. And here's the problem. 4 hours of deep sleep isn't enough to repair your brain, protect your heart, or steady your body in the morning. Richard's story is far from rare. After 70, waking up more often during the night becomes common. Sometimes it's to use the bathroom. Sometimes it's from aching joints. And sometimes it's from a mind that just won't quiet down. Asterisk. So, as we saw before, sleep after 70 can be a little trickier than it used to be. But sometimes, the reason you're restless isn't just the clock. It's your body's chemistry and the little signals it's sending while you lie there in the dark. One common reason: melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall asleep and stay asleep. Your brain naturally produces less melatonin as you age. That means your body may struggle to stay in that deep, peaceful stage of sleep for very long. You might feel like you're tossing and turning all night, drifting in and out, instead of sinking into true rest. And then there's something many people don't talk about. That strange crawling, tingling feeling in your legs when you're trying to sleep, almost like a soft itch under the skin, except moving doesn't make it go away. That could be restless leg syndrome, far more common in older adults than most realize. It's frustrating, it's distracting, and it can make falling asleep feel like a chore you can't quite finish. The trouble is, these small disruptions add up, night after night, and the consequences don't just stay in the bedroom. They spill into your days, causing sleepiness, confusion, slower reflexes, and even dangerous falls. Think about it. One misstep at the top of a staircase because you were simply too tired to notice can change everything in an instant. But here's the encouraging news. You're not helpless, and you don't have to rely on heavy medications right away. You can start with gentle, natural steps to help your body wind down. Try dimming the lights about an hour before bed to signal your brain that night is coming. Play soft, soothing music, or read something lighthearted, and skip the news. Keep your bedroom cool, quiet, and comfortably cozy. If you find yourself waking too early, resist the urge to lie in bed wrestling with your thoughts. Instead, get up slowly, stretch, sip a glass of water, and settle in a comfy chair until your eyelids feel heavy again. Sometimes, just a quiet moment of calm is all your body needs to reset. If restless legs are the culprit, try a warm bath before bed. Some people find light stretching or magnesium supplements helpful, though you should always check with your doctor before trying new remedies. And if you suspect sleep apnea, maybe you snore loudly, wake up gasping, or still feel exhausted in the morning, don't ignore it. Ask your doctor about a sleep study. It might sound intimidating, but finding and fixing the problem could completely change how you feel. Remember this: sleep doesn't have to be perfect to be healing. It just needs to be steady, gentle, and truly yours. Everyone's rhythm is a little different. Aging doesn't mean giving up on good rest. It means listening more closely to what your body is asking for. So tonight, be kind to yourself. Give your body the space and conditions it needs to rest, even if that rest looks different than it used to. Better sleep isn't about chasing the perfect 8 hours. It's about building small, consistent habits that protect your peace. Up next, we're stepping into one of the most comforting and most powerful parts of this journey. Gentle habits you can start tonight. No expensive gadgets, no complicated routines, just small daily choices that naturally guide your body toward better sleep. Let's start with one that surprises almost everyone. If you've been lying in bed for more than 30 minutes, eyes open, tossing and turning, silently begging for sleep, stop. The longer you stay there awake, the more your brain links your bed with frustration, not relaxation. And that's exactly the association we want to avoid. Instead, get up slowly, keep the lights low, and choose something quiet. Sit by the window and listen to soft music, or flip through a book you've already read, something familiar that calms your thoughts. I remember talking to Eileen, a warm-spirited 72-year-old from Michigan. She used to stay in bed for hours, hoping sleep would eventually come. But after keeping a small chair and blanket by her nightstand, she started getting up during those restless moments. She called it her peaceful pause. Within a week, she was falling back asleep faster and waking with far less tension in her chest. Sometimes it's not your body keeping you awake, it's the pressure you put on yourself to sleep. We forget sleep isn't something we do, it's something we allow. Another habit worth trying: keep your daytime naps short. Yes, naps can feel wonderful, especially after lunch when that cozy recliner is practically calling your name. But the Mayo Clinic warns, if your nap lasts longer than 20 minutes, it can start to steal from your nighttime rest. Frank, a gentleman from Arizona, learned this the hard way. He napped from 2 o'clock to 4 p.m. every day, thinking he was catching up on rest. But each night, he couldn't fall asleep until midnight, and every morning, he felt groggy. After cutting his naps to just 15 minutes, he began falling asleep earlier and waking up with more energy. And then there's caffeine. It's not just in coffee, it hides in black tea, chocolate, soda, even some pain relievers. For people over 65, the body breaks caffeine down more slowly. That means a cup of coffee at 2 p.m. could still be in your system by bedtime. Experts recommend avoiding caffeine for at least 8 hours before sleep. If you head to bed around 9 or 10 p.m., that means your last cup should be no later than 1 or 2 in the afternoon. In the evening, try switching to herbal tea, chamomile, peppermint, or rooibos. These naturally calming drinks don't just warm your hands, they quietly signal your body that it's time to wind down. One last but crucial tip: keep a consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Your body runs on an internal rhythm, and when that rhythm is steady, it's much easier to fall asleep, stay asleep, and feel energized during the day. Yes, it's tempting to catch up on Sunday mornings after a rough night. But every time you do, you're shifting your internal clock like a grandfather clock that starts chiming at the wrong times. And don't forget the role of light. One of the kindest things you can do for your sleep is to get some sunlight first thing in the morning. Even 15 minutes after breakfast, whether it's a walk outside or just sitting on your porch, can help reset your body's natural rhythm. Harvard Health reminds us that natural light is one of the most powerful signals for our sleep-wake cycle. Even on overcast days, a few minutes outdoors can anchor your internal rhythm and let your body know when it's time to be awake, and when it's not. But here's something that might surprise you. There's a habit that feels relaxing in the moment but can quietly work against you later. That evening glass of wine? It's true, alcohol can make you feel drowsy at first, even help you drift off faster. But the trick is that, once you're asleep, it often interferes with the deep stages of rest. Instead of staying in a steady, healing slumber, you're more likely to toss, turn, wake for bathroom trips, and open your eyes in the morning feeling oddly unrested. It's a bit like starting a nap and being shaken awake halfway through. Your body never quite finishes the job. The same caution goes for nicotine, whether from smoking or patches. Nicotine is a stimulant, and even if you use it hours before bed, it can still linger in your system, quietly making it harder for your body to settle into deep sleep. So, if you're looking for ways to relax in the evening, choose gentler rituals. Instead, a warm bath, a quiet hobby, soft music playing low in the background, or simply closing your eyes and focusing on your breathing for a few minutes. These may not be magic tricks, but they carry a quiet power. They don't just prepare you for sleep, they give you something even more valuable: peace of mind. Tonight, try picking just one of these habits. Maybe it's turning off the TV half an hour earlier. Maybe it's skipping that late afternoon coffee. You don't need to fix everything at once, you just need to start. Because every small step toward better sleep is also a step toward protecting your brain, your heart, and your independence. And isn't that worth it? When to talk to your doctor now? Let's move to a question many people delay for too long. When is it time to speak to your doctor about your sleep? Most of us don't want to make a fuss. You might think, well, I'm getting older. This is normal. But here's the truth. If you've been struggling to sleep for weeks, not just days, that's not something to shrug off. If you're lying awake night after night, if you're waking up 5 or 6 times before sunrise, or if you sleep for 8 hours yet still feel drained every morning, your body is asking for help. I remember meeting Mr. Allen, a retired truck driver from Illinois. He was proud of pushing through the tiredness and didn't want to bother his doctor over just sleep. But over time, his memory began to slip. He even found himself nodding off while reading to his grandkids. When he finally brought it up at an appointment, the truth came out. One of his blood pressure medications was quietly disrupting his sleep. It's more common than you think. Some medicines, especially certain heart medications, antidepressants, and anti-anxiety drugs can make it harder to fall asleep or keep you from reaching the deep, restorative stages. And without someone pointing it out, you might never make the connection. The good news is, you don't have to figure it out alone. You don't need to endure restless nights hoping they'll improve on their own. You can bring it up gently but clearly with your doctor. Try saying, I've been waking up more often and I feel tired even after a full night. Could any of my medications be affecting my sleep? That one question could change your quality of life more than you realize. Because sleep is about far more than feeling rested. It helps steady your heartbeat, sharpen your mind, and keep your immune system strong. If a medication is part of the problem, your doctor might adjust the dose, change the timing, or suggest an alternative. Small, thoughtful changes like these can bring back your nights without adding more pills or harsh fixes. So, if your sleep feels off most nights, not just now and then, it's worth checking in. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. Catching the cause early means more peace at night and more energy during the day. And you deserve that, not just so you can feel better, but so you can keep living life on your own terms. Before we wrap up, there's one simple truth I want you to remember. Yes, after 70, aiming for 7 to 8 hours of sleep is ideal. That's what the experts say, and for good reason. But the real secret isn't in the number, it's in the quality. It's in the peace you feel when your head touches the pillow. In the little nightly rituals that tell your body, it's safe to rest now. You don't have to sleep like you did at 30, you just need the kind of rest that steadies your heart, sharpens your brain, and helps you wake with a clear, refreshed spirit. I think of George. an 82-year-old from Arizona. He used to worry because he woke often during the night. But instead of reaching for more pills, he dimmed his lights, played soft jazz, and kept the same bedtime every night. Nothing fancy. And soon, sleep became gentle again. That's what I want for you, too. Not perfection, just comfort. Just enough rest to greet your mornings with strength and live your days with joy, because every good day starts the night before. Thank you for staying with me until the very end of this video. Your time is precious, and I hope you found something here you can take with you tonight now. I'd love to hear from you. How many hours do you usually sleep? And is there a small habit, maybe a cup of tea, a favorite pillow, or a bedtime prayer, that helps you rest more peacefully? Share it in the comments. You never know, your tip might be exactly what someone else needs. And if you believe, like I do, that it's never too late to sleep deeper and wake with peace, type the word HOPE down below. If this video helped you in any way, please tap like, hit subscribe, and maybe share it with someone you care about. Because restful sleep isn't just about feeling better tonight, it's about waking up tomorrow with more strength, more calm, and more joy too. Live the life you love. Until next time, take care and sleep well.